everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we will be talking about the potential Cristobal, our update on this. So anyway, we're going to start with average track errors. So for the latest track error is up. So
oh, you forgot me. I'm in the next video.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
Jeff Gibbons.
He's back. Anyway, so up to 120 hours out, which this is.
Which is way too far out in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't think anybody.
Trust the weather if you're watching. We would agree with you on this one that this is very far out. And I think personally
this track will
that
change.
It could change.
Yeah, here's the problem with this. It is 120 hours out, and that's up to 190 miles off. I think this will shift to the right as it's been showing, kind of. Well, not really.
It's starting to shift. It's just changing, shifting left, shifting right.
Yeah, but I feel like it's gonna start shifting to the right.
And we're not trying to focus on our location.
Don't say that. No. This is our actual prediction that it will probably shift to the right, and we'll show you why. So there's two high. Okay, first of all, we don't think it's gonna go over Texas because the high pressure system over Texas will probably stop it.
And
well, actually, just depend on
most
timing.
models are showing it going.
Yeah, more right now.
Or right, yes.
And let's start with the GFS model. So the GFS model. So we're gonna wait a little bit, but as it moves up, now you might be saying, Sebastian, that's not moving to the right now. Well, I don't think people are taking the perspective that literally this whole area is getting affected right now.
Yes.
Literally, this whole area. And we'll show you something in a second. And it's affecting all the way to the Florida Panhandle, even Louisiana, because the right side is really big, and
along with Georgia and Alabama.
And most of the rain is going to be in the Florida Panhandle, mainly Central Florida Panhandle, and some of Western. And there's tons of wind even in the Florida Panhandle. This is not because they're a location or anything, but literally, seriously. And then it's going to move up to Texas. Arkansas and stuff. The high pressure system should have died.
It doesn't to take it.
But and also I don't want to say this is gonna happen, but the GFS model is showing something on the 18th.
That's way too far. We think it's way too far out, but it's something to watch.
Well, actually, we can't say that it's been showing this. The first run it's showing. We don't know if it's going to keep showing it. But
so we can't say this, but it's just
now let's go into the wind speed.
Indeed.
Here, one sec, guys. I want to get this going back in time. So, and guys, I'll show you. Okay, I'll do it in a second. But let's show the winds. It's the one model everybody's using, so I'll use it. So far we have. Okay, please don't load in this. Okay, so yeah.
Oh my, that's some.
Yeah, so we have some bad winds. You see how it's worse on the right side. So the right side of the storm.
I think it's the type of system that's not well developed. It would kind of develop on one side, so one wind has strong.
Like it's like Tropical Storm Nestor. There was
indeed. Yes.
There was nothing on the left side.
And
everything was on the right side.
But it's kind of a bit straight.
It's except it's a stronger storm. So we see the winds going up into the Florida Panhandle with up to at least tropical storm force, also in Louisiana and Alabama. But it looks like the worst winds are definitely on the right side of it.
In this model.
Yes, and usually it's the model most people use. So yeah. And yeah.
What are we looking at next?
Okay, the next, I'm not going to be showing icon model. It's really over-exaggerating this. But we see what the CMC model is showing. So the CMC model is showing the same thing as the GFS. Technically, it's going to go through parts of Mexico, then start moving north. Now, this also agrees that pretty much all of the rain will be in the Florida Panhandle. But
not that we're trying to focus toward.
No, don't say that. Literally.
Because people are thinking.
But the CMC model shows us be having hurricane force wind on the right side. Yes.
It does. Purple in there.
And this is a little different. It still shows most, like, here, hold on a
The
sec.
wind's over there.
Yeah, it's still, and there's also some in the north side. But, yeah, so
Boom! Right
we
there with the hurricane wind. Fourth wind.
yeah, so we still have some tropical storm and stuff in the solar panel. Now, I do think the Now, I originally was thinking the CMC was more accurate, but I think that
GFS has started to agree, I guess.
no, the CMC I think the GFS is more accurate now because the CMC model is showing completely dying out and reforming, and I think if it completely dies out, it will not reform. While the GFS actually only show that dying down a little, because this could turn back into a tropical depression. It looks like tomorrow, then go back into a tropical storm. So I do not agree with the CMC model anymore. I am more pointing towards the GFS model. Now, if we go here, let's make sure this is on the latest run. Yeah, 758. That's all they changed was the location. So we have Cristobal. Now, okay, let's not go to the wind probabilities just yet, but if we go, guys, remember the track of error like we showed you earlier, remember that. This is what I think it's going to happen. I think instead of this, it will be like, so.
It'll be almost at Louisiana, right?
This is my projected pass.
I disagree. Sebastian, I disagree. I think it'll go like, but it should go, it might go to here, up to there where that plus S is.
Now, this is the center of the storm. I agree. That definitely is the center of the storm.
But we think it might move a little bit towards Mississippi.
The problem. Yeah, and maybe Alabama, and then it could affect this area. But here's the problem with this storm. Even though that's the center of the storm, the worst stuff is definitely on this side. Most likely on the right.
Like Nestor.
Mostly on the right side. It looks like mostly on the right side. And if we go to the past, the warnings, we still have those in effect. Yeah, so we have had some tropical storm. Now let's go to the key messages. Let's start out with the first one. Deadly flooding has already occurred in portions of Guatemala and El Salvador, and Cristobal is expected to bring additionally heavy rainfall to portions of southern Mexico, Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador, which could cause life-threatening flash flooding and mudslides. Refer to products from your National Meteorological System for more information. Read the second one.
Tropical storm conditions will continue along the coast of Mexico, where a tropical storm warning is issued.
Third one. Cristobal's forecast to begin moving northward across the Gulf of Mexico on Friday, and there is a risk for storm surge, rainfall, and wind impacts.
I agree with all those.
Wind.
I've checked the wave forecast for the Gulf of Mexico, and it is pretty high.
Yes, storm surge, rainfall, and wind impact this weekend along portions of the U.S. Gulf Coast from Texas to the Florida Panhandle. That's what we're showing, guys. And even if this stays Louisiana, the models have been extremely consistent on there being a law in the Florida Panhandle, Alabama, and Mississippi. So if you live in there, you think you're not getting anything, even though the pass most likely isn't in you.
That's right. We got a new update. In the Gulf of Mexico waves says seas 9 to 12 feet on NOAA.
Yeah. So I think the pass could. So I think. So even though this is the worst, I think that this
it could change. That's Saturday and Sunday. Right?
Yeah. Remember the thing of air we showed you at the beginning. Yeah. Just remember that. And basically, this is 120 hours out. We have to watch it. Even if it hits Louisiana, like
there's still be flooding in New Orleans.
Literally, did you know that the center of the storm is probably not getting the worst? It's like Nestor, like it's either north of the storm, or right of north. And in this storm, it's right of the storm. It looks like, as you saw in the models. So we just
models are starting to kind of agree. I guess you should say.
Yeah, even when it's expected to hit Even when it's expected to hit Louisiana, we're supposed to have bad conditions all the way up to the Florida Panhandle, like the winds and stuff like we showed in the models. And even if it goes toward more Alabama, we're still gonna have bad conditions in all those places. Now Texas, we're taking you out of the picture a little bit.
Well, it's because it's been shifting.
It's been shifting right and right. It's been starting to go right. I don't think it's gonna shift like that. I think it will shift like that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If it is, smash that like button
And subscribe.
and we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.